Hey everyone, it's Tara. Welcome back to my channel, Tara Talks Books. Today I'm going to be doing the mid-year book freakout tag. So if you want to see what books I freaked out over, just keep watching. So the first question that is in the book freakout tag is your best book so far of 2022. And so I have three. And the first one is Pride and Prejudice, obviously by Jane Austen. This was my first read, or my first classic read of Pride and Prejudice, and I absolutely loved it. I've loved the movie like forever, and I will rewatch it and rewatch it. So I was like, I have to try the book. So that was the first one that I loved of 2022. The second one was My Darling Duke by Stacey Reid. I just loved the representation in that book. And the heroine was just so like patient and daring, and she really brought out the Duke in that one. So I loved that writing, the writing in that book. And then the last one that I gave a 5-star to, and I absolutely just stuck with me. So it's one of my favorites of 2022, but that one is Malibu Rising by Taylor Jenkins Reid. And I just loved the discussion of cycles, like family cycles in that book. I'm going to read one of the quotes because I think it's absolutely amazing, and it just encompasses like the growth in that book. She had to choose what of the things she inherited from the people who came before her she wanted to bring forward, and what of the past she wanted to leave behind. So I just think those are like just some like really deep quotes, and they just stuck with me. So Malibu Rising is definitely on my top list for 2022. So number 2 is best sequel read so far this year, and the sequel that I read was Devil in Winter by Lisa Kleypas. I actually read the whole series this year, and so that was my favorite within, it's the Wallflowers series. So number 3 is new release you haven't read yet. And so I have that one right here, and that one is Book Lovers by Emily Henry. I'm actually going to read People We Meet on Vacation this month, so then I'm hoping like next month I can get to this one. But I've heard good things about it, and so I really want to try this one. Number 4 is most anticipated release for the second half of this year, and that one is going to be Carrie Soda is Back by Taylor Jenkins Reid. I have loved everything I've read by Taylor Jenkins Reid. I think I've read about 4 of her books, 4 or 5 of her books, and I've loved every single one of them. So I really just want to try that one when it comes out. And then there's another one by Beverly Jenkins called To Catch a Raven, and I read a couple years ago I read Tempest, and I really enjoyed that one by Beverly Jenkins. So I wanted to read this one, and I heard this one is about like a fake marriage. So I thought that is a fun trope, and I really like that trope in historical romances. Number 5 is Biggest Disappointment. So the biggest disappointment, I had 2. One was Neon Gods by Katie Robert. That one wasn't so bad. I guess I gave it a 3 stars. It didn't live up to the hype in my head. It was a Hades and Persephone retelling, and I think I had just read the graphic novel Lore Olympus, and that is a great Hades and Persephone retelling. So I love that one so much, and I was comparing it. So that's probably why it was a disappointment to me. I also felt like at some parts it was a bit repetitive, and it could have been cut down, I thought. So that's why it was a disappointment. Also, another disappointment for me was Photographing the Dead by Dean Koontz. Those are short stories, and I really liked the stakes in the first one, and I feel like this one didn't have those. I'm going to continue on with the short stories. They're all with a nameless character, and we're trying to figure out how his like clairvoyance is a part of what's happening. So those are my two disappointments. Again, I gave them both 3 stars, so it's not like they were major like letdowns, but they were just disappointing to me. So number 6 is biggest surprise so far for the year, and that one is Like Lovers Do by Tracy Livesay. And I loved this book. It was a friends to lovers, fake dating romance, and it just brought a smile to my face. So favorite new to me author is Lisa Kleypas this year. I have read her Wallflower series. I literally started the first one this year and I read all 4 of them. I've read another one by her. I can't remember what it is right now, but I'll insert it in as well into the video. And I just have enjoyed her writing. I have enjoyed her historical romances. They all are like strong heroines, and they are all unique. So I've really loved Lisa Kleypas this year. So number 8 is Newest Fictional Crush. And I actually have the book right here. I just finished this one, and it's Brendan from It Happened One Summer by Tessa Bailey. I just love that Brendan really just loved Piper for who she is. Like, he didn't want her to change. She might have been high maintenance, and he was like, I don't care, I'll take that. And so he showed her who she is and loved her for who she is. So I just really liked that. So number 8 was newest favorite character. And so my newest favorite character was from If the Duke Demands by Anna Harrington. It's another historical fiction. I've been on a kick lately and have been loving them. But I love Miranda from If the Duke Demands because she's just so daring. And I love how she's like, they were like trying to find other people for each other, but then they end up falling in love instead. She really just like took things into her own hands, and she's like, this is gonna happen, I'm gonna make it work. And even though her plan didn't go according like how she thought it was, she was like still happy and trying. So I liked Miranda's personality. So number 10 is a book that made me cry, and that one is American Street by E.B. Zaboy. That ending had me in tears. Like, Fabiola was just trying so hard to help her mom, to help her cousins, to help her aunt. So hard. So on the other end of the spectrum is a book that made me happy, and that one was Heartstopper Volume 1. That one is just such a sweet, sweet graphic novel. I really loved it. I'm going to continue on in that series because that was just so adorable and cute. It's the most beautiful book I have bought this year, and that would have to be Lore Olympus Volume 1 by Rachel Smythe. This is just gorgeous. I mean, look at this cover, and then you open up into these pages, and they're just gorgeous. I gotta make sure it can't be seen, but look at that drawing. It is so gorgeous. Like, just beautiful. I don't know. I really loved this graphic novel. It was a webtoon and they turned it into a book. I think it's similar to like what Heartstopper was, and it is such a beautiful Hades and Persephone retelling, and it's ongoing. And I just have to show you, look at the beautiful colors. Like, it's gorgeous. So that was the most beautiful one I got this year. 13 is What Books Do You Need to Read by the End of the Year? So I'm actually gonna pull up what I have on my tablet. I have like a Padlet because I'm part of a reading challenge on Facebook. You might know of it. It's the 52 Book Club reading challenge. I know it's pretty popular on Facebook. I'm not sure about so much on YouTube. But I'm working through those, and I have a few that I can list. I really want to get to A Man Called Ove. I did want to get to Beach Read by Emily Henry. I'm trying to think. Let's see. There's another one, Jodi Picoult, A Spark of Light. which is on my reading list. Oh, and then You Had Me at Ola by Alexis Daria. So I have quite a few I want to continue to get to throughout the year, and because I want to finish this challenge as well that I have. So hopefully I can make it and get through all of them. I'm really excited to continue reading. I really enjoy reading books and talking about books and listening to people talk about books. So it's always exciting. So that was the last question for the tag, the mid-year book freakout tag. So please like, comment, and subscribe if you would like to. I enjoy doing these videos for you. So thank you so much. And I'll talk to you later. Bye.